retire. I'm a coffee farmer.
Coffee is good business. We have those testimonies that say that my children went through university because of a coffee garden.
I'm encouraging the youth, go and plant coffee, you will not go wrong.
During my education or my O-level period, it was not easy. I used to raise cattle for the school so that I get school fees. After O-level, I failed to go ahead for further studies. So I stopped from there. After O-level, I started to be a Bodaboda cyclist. Before I got my own Bodaboda, I first to get a Bodaboda from my boss. After some 3 to 4 years, I managed to buy mine. I did that work for at least 10 years and more.
We first met in Karuguza town. He used to be my friend. And whenever I wanted to go out in the field, I would use him to ferry me to the field and back. One time, I asked him whether he had grown coffee, because he, as a promoter of coffee in the region, I had that charge. Like someone who is saved, starts a speech on God. So I started my speech on coffee. Then he welcomed it. I encouraged him to grow at least 1 acre as he rides his motorcycle. At one time, when we had a workshop, I invited him to attend the workshop, and it was basically on coffee establishment and management. I
decided to pick the training objectives of that workshop of coffee farmers. I decided to sell my motorcycle, and I bought a piece of land. So I decided to go and start coffee farming.
Ekikusokera kimo obwokuba nogoza kulima omwani oyina kusooka kuba n'omutima okukugonza. Nitukimanya okulima kw'omwani ego kulimu obuzibu, baitu bwokuba oyina omutima okukugonza oba mumalirivu kulola ngu oyikira hagoro yawe.
If you have 100,000 shillings, you can, with your effort or your labor, personal labor, you can open up 1 acre of coffee. UCDA, local governments and MPs are giving out seedlings on free basis. So I'm advising my colleagues to utilize that chance of getting those seedlings freely so that they may open up coffee gardens. I'm encouraging the community or Uganda at large to drink our coffee so that the market and the price of coffee rises.
Using the experiences of individual farmers, especially those who have come in thinking it is not so interesting, and then they move on and become important citizens in terms of the economic contribution to the economy. Those experiences, we use them as testimonies, living testimonies. If you start with coffee and you see coffee has put you at a level where you are going to go into real estate, please go. We still use that as another testimony.
Rupert NGO is basically a farmer organization. We are basically involved in nutrition and agrarian production, and coffee is basically our area of intervention. Through UCDA, we were able to recruit him and work with him, and he is an example of the many. He started small, he's moving on. We want also other farmers to start like him and move on.
The message I'm giving to my colleagues is to stop saying that there is no job, but you are supposed to employ yourself. That all of my colleagues leave towns and leave streets, come to villages. Land is still cheaper, can buy land at cheaper price and start coffee farming. Coffee farming is a good job and it gives positive change. Per now, I've already started to earn 40 millions from my garden. Now I'm happy and I'm enjoying my life because I used to be employed during when I was a Bodaboda cyclist. Now I'm employing vice versa.
Kandi nsoboire n'okugulamu plots mu town, kandi yasobola n'okugulamu bibanja by'ode eitaka eryokulimaho okuexpandingiraho emisiri gyange gy'emwana. Omulundi gwo gumu hati soboire n'okugulaho emmotoka eno ey'okwevuga. N'abaana hati basomesa bali basomera agalungi ag'esente ezingizingiho ezikutambula n'omulembe.
In 20 years to come, I'm planning to buy a plot in Kampala and also to have a construction or a building in Kampala. Things are possible. I'm targeting according to my plan, going forward growing coffee. I will be like a Sudiri in Kampala, in Uganda, because I'm seeing the target of coffee, the outcomes of coffee. I will be like a Sudiri. Yeah, importing even cars from outside.